Hello. The Nintendo Direct happened today, and that's what I'll talk about. If I can first get these letters out of the way. There was a lot of Switch 2 in there, and like no Switch 1. And I don't own a Switch 2, so there's gonna be a lot of... It looks really cool, but I can't play it. I won't be able to play it. Unless I buy a Switch 2. Which I don't know, I might do someday. But it's just not worth it. I haven't been playing that many games. And I want to first look at another handheld. But let's first start with... I've got it on my phone right here. Since I got the new phone, I can actually use it for stuff. Starting off with Rhythm Heaven Groove, or Rhythm Paradise, as it's apparently called in PAL regions, which I didn't know. I've never really played Rhythm Heaven before, but I really like the art style of it. And I like some rhythm games. I haven't played too many, but from what I have played. And since it is, like, I think, like, basically the only game in the Direct, there might be some others that's releasing on Switch 1. That's one I'll be picking up, and I think it's releasing next month. So that'll be my first Rhythm Heaven to try out. And it just looks really cool from what I've seen. Then there's some stuff that I'm gonna skip over, to be honest, because I don't really care. I don't even... I kind of skipped through the Direct because I was at work when it was live, so I didn't watch it live. There's like Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm sorry, I've heard of Stellar Blade, but... Orbitals though, that's next up. I've seen that, and it's like a co-op game, kinda like It Takes Two. Which is also a co-op game, of course, but like you do a bit of platforming, and what's especially cool about it is the art style. It's like an 80s or 90s anime art style, but in 3D. It's really cool how they pulled that off. But it is only releasing on Switch 2, I think exclusively, from what I remember. So, yeah. Can't play it sadly, but it seems like something that would get ported to PC eventually. So yeah, that's something I definitely want to try out. Rayman Legends Retold. I have some experience with Rayman. I played Rayman 3D on the 3DS, which I think is just a remake of Rayman 2. Which is like a 3D Rayman game. I don't have any space. Yeah, let me just sell these gyroids. And I haven't played Rayman Legends, but it looks like a good platform. I've seen a bunch of it because it's just been around for a while. And it's cool that it's getting a remake, I guess. And next up though is Big Walk, which I already knew about from the launch, and I thought it looked really cool then. Seeing the trailer again, it looked really cool still. I don't think we saw that much new stuff in the trailer though. I think they just basically announced that it's coming to Switch 2, which is cool if you own a Switch 2 and don't own a PC. But it's also coming to PC, so that's where I'll play it. It does have crossplay though, which is really cool. So yeah, for the players who don't have a PC but have a Switch 2, or the other way around, you can still play together. Which is good to know. And also, I'm not sure if this is where they announced the release date. I don't remember it having a release date before. And I think it's coming out somewhere in August. So that's also good to know. Then there's One Piece Grand Gourmet, and I haven't watched One Piece nor do I care too much about the franchise. Again, it's just something that's always been around, so I respect it, but I've never delved into it. Oh, look at my belts. Cool number. But this game, it doesn't even look like a One Piece game. It's like this sweet little cooking game with a cool pixel art style. It kind of reminds me of like a Flash game. I won't be playing it, I think, but yeah, I don't know. When I saw One Piece, I wasn't expecting much, but I was pleasantly surprised by what I saw there. Then Pokemon Pokopia is getting a free update and some DLCs in a very classic Pokemon DLC style, I guess, where sorry, where I don't really think it's that worth it. I don't think I've bought a single Pokemon DLC, and yeah, again, I don't have a Switch 2, so I don't have Pokopia, but people were raving on about it though, when it released. And that's one of the... I fell for my own trap. And that's one of the games that makes me consider getting a Switch 2 just a little bit. Just because it had like similar hype that people had around Animal Crossing. And from the trailer, I thought it looked really cool already. And then when it released, yeah, people just confirmed that it was just really good. But I hope the DLC, and there's some free content there too, is good. But you can already, they announced it like weirdly, they said like available now. But they just meant that you can buy the DLC now, but the DLC itself won't nor will like the free content release now. That'll release somewhere in August. And there's Fire Emblem, and I'm sorry to all the Fire Emblem fans, but I skipped over it. I'm not a Fire Emblem fan, but I've also never tried a single Fire Emblem game. I've tried Advanced Wars, which I thought was pretty cool, and Wargroove, which is inspired by Advance Wars, but that combat looks pretty similar. But Fire Emblem focuses much more on the story too, I think. And yeah, some people just really adore Fire Emblem, and who knows, it might be for me. But yeah, I don't know, I haven't delved into it. I can only delve into that many things. Fire Emblem isn't one of them for me right now. And I wouldn't know where to start either. I think Three Houses is really good. I remember that's when a friend first got into Fire Emblem with Three Houses. In the vicinity of E2, I think that's Renna. I didn't read the dialogue, but let's quickly see if she's around too. Okay, that should be around here. Ninjala 2, don't know what that is, I skipped over that. I'm sorry. Oh, there she is. Then there's the DK challenge, and when I read that I was like, what do they mean, the DK challenge? But it's like a pretty cool thing, I guess, that they're doing, where they made a bunch of challenges with like Donkey Kong games throughout all the different games in the franchise, including like Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, because you can just play those on the Switch too. And then some in the new Donkey Kong game too. What should I build? Oh well, seems pretty cool. But yeah. It is only releasing on Switch 2, which I'm pretty sad. Look at the teleport. Because I think they could have made it work for Switch 1, because like the DK challenge, the way they said it is like you can play like all the play challenges through the classics, and if you own a new DK game you can play those too. I think you could have just made the challenge for those like SNES classic games available on the Switch 1 too, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's just too much effort for them to keep up with. They just want people to move on to the Switch 2. Which is understandable, but it's just so expensive. Like, why should I build this well though? Maybe, because I've been focusing so much on this area, maybe I should give this area some love, or maybe... I don't like this area much. This is like more of a pathway around the houses, I feel like, but maybe around here could work, but it's still like a little narrow. This is so nice and open, and this works too, and it's like near these things. I think I'll go over there. Not on the list. Yeah, they did some weird collab and Donkey Kong Bonanza with Mario 40th anniversary. It didn't look that interesting, to be honest. Jujutsu Kaisen, sorry, don't care. Lords of the Fallen, don't even. No. Lies of P looked pretty cool. I've seen that around. It's a Souls-like game, which is also something I've yet to delve into. Though I'm more motivated to get into a Souls-like game than something like Fire Emblem, for example. That's like on my to-do list, I guess, of game genres I want to explore. But yeah, Lies of P is apparently just a great Souls-like game, and I can't really tell you anything else about it. Devil May Cry 5. Yeah, I don't know too much about Devil May Cry. It is like part of a genre that I don't know the name of, but like it includes Bayonetta, like hack 'em ups or something. Yeah, I think that's it. Also not something I've played, sadly. Muramusa. Don't know what it is, but actually it sounds kind of interesting. Let me play the video for a bit. No, okay, it was really quick. I pressed like the fast forward button and it was already over, so yeah. Xenoblade though, this isn't one of those where it's something I've yet to delve into. I've played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's one of the first games I picked up for the Switch 2, and I liked it a little bit, but also really not. And I think it's just like my bird. This. Come on, come, easy. Hey, come. Okay. He doesn't want to. Yeah, sure. Let's see how it turns out. But yeah, I kind of like, I never beat it though, and I didn't get that far into it. I just didn't like many of the JRPG mechanics that were in there. It went on for too long for me, and yeah, it didn't keep my attention, and I wouldn't be able to tell you the story anymore. Yeah, I haven't played any of the other Xenoblades though. Xenoblade 1 does seem like a bit more different, and now he's grabbing another toy from his cage. This bird. Come. Yeah. I tricked him. He's on my shoulder now. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they're doing the resorts thing again. I didn't play Nintendo Switch Sports though, nor will I play Switch Sports Resort. Cool they're keeping on the legacy though. RuneScape Dragon Worlds is a game that I'm semi-interested in, but it's been in early access for a while. And I haven't played it yet, but I know it looks just pretty similar to Valheim, but it has some RuneScape mechanics in there, with like spells and stuff. And I have thought about checking it out. But I'd probably want to play with some friends and I'd have to convince them to get it too. And yeah, but I do like RuneScape. I played a bunch of old school RuneScape. And I do really like Valheim. So I might... There's Hello Kitty Party Land, which I'm sorry. I skipped over, but... Wait, what? Oh no, that's RuneScape Dragon Balls. I was like, why is Hello Kitty looking so, like, realistic? But yeah, what can I say about Hello Kitty Party Land? Probably the best game in the Direct, isn't it? Star Fox, which got announced before the Direct. And it has, like, a funky art style, you could say. Some people like it, some people hate it. I like how weird it looks. And I think it's getting a demo too, but again, don't have a Switch 2. It is cool they're bringing back Star Fox. It is less cool that it's just Star Fox 64 again, but at least it's something, right? And I haven't played much Star Fox. I played a bit of the original, but that's just hasn't aged well in my opinion. The graphics are just... It's like hard to see what's actually going on with those really, really early 3D graphics. That's Final Fantasy Resonance, which I'm not actually sure what that is. But it is Final Fantasy. Played like a little bit of Final Fantasy, like some of the classic ones. And of course I have Final Fantasy VII right here on my desk for the PlayStation 2. But I've yet to play it. Well, I played like a little bit until the first save point. And I kind of really like that. So Final Fantasy is something I do want to delve into, but haven't delved into much. Then there is a game I'm actually really excited about, which I'm not sure if it's only coming out on Switch 2. But it is Pikuniku 2. And I think it's probably coming to PC. Pikuniku, it's like a cute little 2D platformer. And it's always like on for really cheap. That's how a lot of people, from what I've seen, get into it. And yeah, it's just a cute little adventure. It doesn't last that long. Pikuniku 2 is 3D though, and I didn't look at the trailer much, but I mean, I really like Pikuniku 1, so it's just like one of my most hyped games out of this Direct, to be honest. Splatoon Raiders, wait, and there's also the Dragon Quest Monsters. Can't tell you, the Dutch Bloods. Let me skip through that. What is that? I don't know. Oh, it's from... Oh yeah, it's the new From Software game, which is, I think, exclusively releasing on Switch 2, which is pretty cool that From Software is doing a Nintendo exclusive game. Splatoon Raiders, which I, to be honest, kind of skipped over because I don't have a Switch 2. Skipping through it right now on my phone, it does look like cool Splatoon action, and it's cool they're doing something different with the Splatoon franchise. Deltarune Chapter 5, I need to analyze that trailer a bit more. Nah, I think I'll just get into it. I really loved Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2 and then 3, and I haven't played Chapter 4 yet, which is crazy because Chapter 3 and 4 released at the same time, and I was really excited for Chapter 3 and 4. And then I only played like Chapter 3, and I don't think I even beat Chapter 3. I don't know why exactly. It's just something I started and then didn't, just kind of stagnated on it, and then it feels hard to get into it because you kind of have to restart then. But oh, Chapter 3 was so good. Like, Toby Fox is just really creative with his games, and yeah, I mean, lots of people can already just tell you how good Deltarune is. And I'm sure Chapter 5 will be great too. And I'm actually surprised how quick it's releasing. I don't know, Chapter 3 4 didn't feel that long ago. But the time between chapter 2 and 3 and 4, that did feel really long. So I'm glad that we don't have to wait that long for this one. I will have to play through chapter 3 and 4 again before I get into that though. Metaphor Fantasia, which I've heard about, but can't tell you anything about. Minecraft on Nintendo Switch 2, which I'm surprised that wasn't a thing earlier. Even more games coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. Okay, I guess there is some more Switch 1 stuff in that little montage there. Like Fitness Boxing 3, your personal trainer. Releasing July 16th. Oh yeah. Kingdom Hearts, the free collection of Kingdom Hearts are coming. And they announced Kingdom Hearts 4. Which I think is a really big deal for Kingdom Hearts fans. I'm not sure though if it like already got announced or not. But yeah, I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But it is like a thing they kind of finished. I think it's a big deal for Kingdom Hearts fans. But yeah, glad if you're one of those. And then finishing off, oh yes, I did actually get it out. Cool. There was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which has been kind of... I've watched like some Nintendo YouTubers, and I've heard like them kind of predicting it. Maybe rumors were already going around or some small leaks. But like... Star Fox already got announced, and on the 3DS they also released like Star Fox 64 on the 3DS, and then they also did a remake of Ocarina of Time, and so I guess that made people speculate, along with more rumors and leaks, that it was already coming. And I think it's also Zelda's anniversary this year, 40th anniversary. I hope my bird isn't bothering you too much. Go. There he comes. Wow, okay. Just immediately throws the toy out of my hand and then bites my finger. Come. No, he's... he's feeling... playful / aggressive, I guess. But yeah. I'm sad we didn't get much gameplay except just Link laying down in his bed in like the little opening sequence, and it like looked good from what I could tell. It just looks like a really upgraded version of Ocarina of Time, a little bit like those Unreal Engine mock-ups you would see, to be honest. But I'm sure it'll be great, and it's cool that the game is getting remade. I hope they kind of experiment more with it and it's not just like a one-to-one remake. Yeah. But again, don't own a Switch 2, so... But I am really excited to see more of it though, even though I don't own a Switch 2. Because Ocarina of Time is a great game, and the 3DS is the platform where I did play it on. And yeah. That's my thoughts on the Direct, and I'll be closing off now. So I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening or morning, or anything in between. Bye bye.